but it's very enticing to see a franchise or getting like another partner side, like another business, and then bring them to Malaysia because it feels safer. I think that was some of the things we were talking about at the beginning. You felt safer by doing that. You didn't really know kind of how to go about it. And this was plan C for you, the entrepreneur. This was not even plan B.
Mhm.
So I guess what would you say to a Malaysian considering maybe partnering with somebody else to bring their business here? Um, you know, how do you think they can protect themselves from making the same mistake that you felt you did?
One, talk to people. Two, get a lawyer. The lawyer will get a good lawyer who can, because okay, a lot of people use, me myself included, we use ChatGPT to come up with the clause and whatever hell you want to write in there. But the but you cannot think of all the possible scenarios that could happen, and that comes with another person's experience, right? They are the one going to advise you. Okay, if you go down this route, this is going to happen. If you go down that route, this could possibly happen. So it's the same as if you're, I mean, what you brought up, like bring another business in, right? So you basically don't own the brand and all that, so there's a risk that whatever you build, all this can be taken from you and you have
Yeah,
to start from ground zero again. But, I mean,
yeah,
that's what happens to all this distributorship and all of that, right? Even though um, you may have started on off uh, with good relations, change in management, people, all these things that you cannot predict could
yeah,
happen. And the worst case is all this can be taken from you. So, I mean, this is what this whole experience has taught me. If you don't own it, these are some of the possibility that happen. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen to everyone, but you need to be prepared that this is one of the outcomes that could happen.
yeah. I think you're the first founder I've ever spoken to who the first advice is get a lawyer. I normally avoid them like the plague, but no, I guess that makes sense, especially if you're bringing in somebody else's company. You need the lawyer to go in and get the protections in. Like ChatGPT is not going to be good enough for you if you are committed to bringing in somebody else's business.
Yeah, because okay, at the beginning, I didn't get a lawyer, and we started before ChatGPT was around, right?
Yeah.
So I got, I found template contracts and I edited it myself, and clearly it would not have made sense. And when we were having this issue with this brand, this transition, I mean, with me leaving the brand, there were threats of lawsuits. There were threats. I mean, yeah, threats of lawsuits. They were accusing me of uh, copyright infringement, IP infringement, and a lot of all this things. And like you don't want all that to really weigh you down when you should be focusing on moving forward.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing at that time I knew somebody, and it was someone I seek some advice from. He said, "Okay, here's what you do. You go and look for a copyright lawyer. He can advise you." So he found someone I could speak to, and when I was showing them the contract, and they said, "Wow, this contract is so loose. You are so lucky because if the contract is tight, I would be dead." Because
Yeah.
but also he did mention that the contract looked like it's been written by an amateur because there was some clause that didn't make sense. And it was like and one part was if this case were to go to courts, it would be in the courts of Malaysia and UK, so it didn't make sense. But if they decide to sue me in UK, I would be gone. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Right? There's no way our Malaysian ringgit could withstand the pounds.